Yep. What is up? What is up? What's going on? Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Mm, yeah. All right. All right. Nasty weather day today. Nasty weather day today. Yes, it is. Let's get that pinned. Nasty weather day. I'm glad the weather ain't bad where I'm at. So, um, pin this up in a few places here. Boy, I really thought Cruz was gonna go yard last night. What's up, Kaylee? Good morning. How you doing? Man, I thought Cruz was going yard yesterday. I got him for the hits, runs, and RBIs, and I took him for to go yard. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? What up, throwbacks? What's going on? So yeah, I thought he was gonna go yard, but I did take his hit runs and RBIs. He ended up getting 2 runs for me, man. So it is what it is. The throwback says bounce back day. Yeah, I mean, I had an okay day here in some spots. The most crushing spot yesterday was Scuba throwing 73 pitches and not going over, bro. Like that was crazy. He threw 73 pitches and they did not put him back out there. He was cruising like a mug. She said it's nice and out here and not much wind. Yeah, well, I did look at a few things. They switched the pitcher on you. They put Yarbrough in, so it's kind of like throwing my between that and all this rain and stuff. Kind of like throwing my research for a loop, man. Straight up. But it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Straight up. Let me see. The Derby though, I can't really predict the Derby, but it could be. It could. I could see some bombs going popping off here. Uh, yeah, I like. I do like. I do like. My boy, what's his name? Uh, I do like. Oh, he ain't starting. I like. Hmm. So he's not starting. They got Bellinger leading off. Volpe, I like Volpe, and of course Judge Rice. Wells got some. He's got some. What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning, Pat. But today overall, not my favorite day as of right now. So it is what it is, right? How can I put this? So I didn't look at. Let me see what games here. Let's see. Pittsburgh, Colorado, San Francisco. We got a 9.5 here. I'm gonna have to look at this one here. Hunter Dobbins, like who the fuck is that? Uh, Bido is on the mound. I gotta check that. All right, well, Miami. Then we got some Philly weather. We got a 10 over here in Philly and 8.5 here. 8.5, 9, 8.5, and my Chicago Cubs went upside their damn head yesterday. So it is what it is. He said, yeah, my parlays were cooked. Otani sold me Trent. He said, damn, well, they took Grisham off. Yeah, see, Grisham, that's why I like Grisham, you know. I like Grisham. He probably was going to be the only one. I was going to bet Volpe, too. I like Volpe, right? I like Volpe. Detroit and LA is a 9 with Flaherty and Hendricks on the mound. Okay, well. All right, so yes, speaking of your home runs yesterday, man, I couldn't hit a round robin. I couldn't put that shit together at all, man. Patrick said Julio came through on his home runs, but Soler gave me the hook on his. Yeah, that was they had Julio and Schwarber in the Jackson home run parlay. He gave them out. When I went to go bet Julio, I could it was not up. It was not up. I couldn't even find it. I couldn't even find it. You say you did Volpe and Caminero, two leg. Okay, okay. Yeah, so I mean, I caught some beautiful ones yesterday on the home runs. I did catch Scooble. Well, this was bad right here, right? The Scooble thing that was horrible, right? That was very, very horrible. That was bad, right? Like that was an extremely bad beat. But we did cash the we did cash the we did cash um the 18 and a half outs for the for damn for the pitcher for the Yankees pitcher. I forget his name. So Riley caught that Riley bomb, caught that Matt Chapman bomb. Um, Max Fried cashed us to 1+130. Ryan O'Hearn, the hits, runs, and RBIs, and he hit that bomb at +700. Cash that. Mookie Betts. I did a little looking at my and when I was at home. I mean, at work, I took Mookie Betts and I took Teoscar Hernandez because the pitcher was giving it up to the righties. Mookie Betts ended up hitting the bomb for the better odds there, so shout out to him. Bregman just needs to go cool off somewhere, right? Hits, runs, and RBIs, and he hit the bomb, right? So it is what it is. That situation. So I did hit a pretty decent amount of bombs last night. Um, Lost some too, though, for sure. I need to go back in here, and I supposed to play this last night, but I got to go back in here and play Bregman's hits, runs, and RBIs blindly. I'm playing this blindly because it is what it is, right? You gotta see what the numbers look like. I've been getting one and a half for him for like, man, very early. Like, let's see. It's at a -160 right now. I'm gonna take a stab at the 2.5. Don't do this at home, right? But all the money we've raked off him, I gotta take a stab at the 2.5. Nothing personal, just business. At a playable number at 160. I'm not taking 160 only in parlay pieces for me. Okay, so um, she said, Katie said I might do Volpe and Soto two leg. Okay, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Yeah. So look at that catch right there. Look at that break off the line. Ooh, that was. Look at that. They passed a lot of teams. A few teams passed up on that from CD. That was crazy. That was crazy. I like that catch right there. All right, so let's get to where we trying to go, right? So we do have weather implications here. Tampa Bay, the rain. We should have a clear one here, right? I'll talk about this game in a second. Houston and Chicago, winds out the right and a bit to left to right at 15 miles an hour or stronger. New York Mets at St. Louis. Uh, you know, let me see, because we do have a weather update. So let me check the weather update for him. Um, Kevin Roth. So he says there are a lot of potential trouble spots: St. Louis, Pittsburgh, Boston, Cincinnati, Atlanta. I don't have all the answers yet. Many are just Does the organization want to play in that or wait that long, right? Um, we'll just have to take it game by game as we approach the first pitch, starting in STL. Rain already spiraling in, and it could stick around all afternoon and in the evening. Coated it orange, possible postponed, right? So what I'll do here is go back to it and then I will refresh this just in case he updated anything. Then bang, right? So we just talked about this St. Louis game. The rain that moved in. Colorado, St. Louis, San Francisco winds out to center at 15, 20-ish miles per hour in the ballpark that suppresses wind impact, right? Suppresses wind impact. San Diego Padres at Pittsburgh, morning rain, evening rain, but maybe some afternoon clearing. It's a tight window, but I do think there's maybe a 3 hour stretch of dry weather scheduled around first pitch where we may be able to squeeze in a game. Minnesota at Boston, yellow orange. Should start dry, though I'm not fully certain it ends that way. Storms just west of Boston may creep in later in the game. It's also worth noting that once the rain starts, it may not end for many hours. So there's some risk here of a game not finishing. Winds out to left at 15 miles an hour, right? So that's one thing there. Arizona and Philly. Most of the rain holds west. A few showers pop out ahead of the main line, and could cause a brief delay, but I doubt it. Winds out to right center at 10 miles an hour. Yellow orange. Washington at Cincinnati. I've recently learned Cincy has a big marathon tomorrow, which will make a doubleheader very difficult, meaning they absolutely want to play this game if possible. Being that the game time forecast is just for drizzle and light rain, I think they can indeed play if they want. It's crappy weather, but it's doable. Note that if they decide to play, they can likely play without any delays, just a miserable game to watch through some showers and drizzle. Los Angeles Dodgers at Atlanta. Big old storms moving in pregame. Likely doesn't clear until 9 to 10 p.m., but it does eventually clear. So they'll need to decide if they want to really late night or not, right? So late night game possible. Kansas City Royals at Baltimore. For now, models keep the storms west, bringing us to a situation like Philly where maybe a storm or shower pops out ahead of the main line and causes delay, but probably not. So my situation here, I don't have time for this, right? Between streaming and all this shit like this, right? Because it's the weekend. I'm off. I don't have time to do a lot of this. I do got time to sit and waiting and stuff like that, but to cater to, I can't do it, right? So right now, I will. What I will do here is, I will probably let's see. I'll look at a game or two. I'll look at a game or two and I'll get out of here, right? But uh, if you guys got a specific game you guys want to look at, you let me know, right? So I did look at uh, New York 2, 3, 4, 5 games already. 6 games. I looked at 6 games. I'll give you my thoughts on these few games. I do want to look at this Boston game. Maybe one more game. Max Meyer on the mound today. Didn't know that. Hmm. Damn. Patrick Corbin on the mound today? Oh shit. Oh my God. I gotta look at that. And then my Cubs on the mound. My Cubs, Quintana. Man, how about my Cubs, bro? I guess I'll go to the mall today and go get me a fresh Cubs jersey. I need a Cubs hat, Cubs jersey. I need a Hunter green jersey, bro, with some red and white mics. I got that I ain't even wore. I need that. I need that to go with that with a red Cincinnati hat. Yeah, I need that. What else do I need? A Pete Crow Armstrong jersey, straight up, and a King Tuck, probably a King Tuck jersey. We'll see what the deal is. All right, so um, Tampa Bay, they just switched. They just New York just switched to Ryan Yarbrough. We know that the Rays don't hit lefties well, right? So that's one thing, right? So I didn't even go back and look at Yarbrough's numbers or nothing like that. I'm gonna just stick to where you know Tampa Bay they don't hit lefties well. Um, Volpe is oh, shit. Let me see what I had. So I had Grisham. So I'm gonna have to take Grisham down. He was my favorite. Judge is self-explanatory. Volpe, right? Volpe, I liked Volpe. I think I like Volpe a little bit more than Rice, but Rice is off the chain, right? So Volpe and Rice, Judge, Volpe and Rice, but Volpe and Rice, we know Judge is who he is, right? So it is what it is, right? So that's what I'm looking at. I took a rain check on the bats I took a rain check on the bats mm, from Tampa Bay, but there was one or two bats I forgot them. I'm gonna keep it moving, right? Pena, Altuve, look for a hit or whatever. I can't talk you off of it. Hunter Brown, I did sprinkle on his outs. It's a fishy, right? It's fishy. Hunter, let's see what we can get. I ain't gonna say it's fun fishy, but man, I don't know what these White Sox been doing, man. So Hunter Brown, um, pitching outs at plus 145. I took his pitching outs at plus 145. We're gonna try this shit again, right? We're gonna try this shit again. When at the end of the day, uh, hey, he's been lights the fuck out, right? Hunter Brown, I have no problem with taking this. It just is what it is. It just gonna have to go ahead and fuck me up, right? So I did see the wind was blowing out. He does have a 29% K rate with a 30% K rate with a 50% ground ball rate. I'm taking my talents there, right? So he's went 6 innings or better in every single game, except for one where he went 7 versus Toronto. Um, Strikeouts look pretty good. Not better than strikeouts, but it looked pretty good. I mean, the outs is what I'm really, really banking on. I need him to get there for this plus 140, right? It's important to play your straight bets. You feel me? Look at that right hand pitching. We can look at the course of this season. Chicago White Sox are seventh in striking out at 23%, with an 85 WRC plus. They've been winning games as of late, right? So last 14 days, or they've been playing better. In the last 14 days, they number 3 in striking out versus right hand pitching, but they have a 111 WRC plus. Okay, have 111 WRC plus. So they've been hitting, a little bit better. But I can bring it back to the last 7 days. It looks a little bit, how many plate appearances? 7 days, 160 plate appearances, 20% K rate, 118 WRC plus. So they've been hitting right hand pitching as of late, right? So that's another thing, right? I sprinkled on it. I didn't bet a lot, but it is what it is. It's a bet. I'm either gonna win, I'm gonna lose. So that's it with that situation. Now, looking at the lineups here, um, if I'm looking for bombs, I'm looking at Vaughn today. Averages ain't where I want them to be for these guys on the White Sox side. If I'm looking for somebody to hit a bomb, it's going to be Benintendi, Robert, or Vaughn. If I had to take one, it would probably be Vaughn, I think, right? But yeah, it would probably be Vaughn, but I'm just letting you know for the crazy people out there just gonna that's gonna do what they gonna do, regardless, right? So Vaughn was that guy for me. If I thought I was gonna take a bomb for somebody over here, Robert then woke up, Benintendi then woke up, right? I mean, Houston, like whatever, right? I mean, Altuve and Pena, those guys for a hit, something like that. It is what it is. We only have a 7.5 over under. Wouldn't be surprised if this game went under. So it is what it is with that. So that's the White Sox game. Um, the New York Mets and St. Louis. Interesting game. New York Mets 22 and 11, Cardinals 14 and 19. So These first three guys look really good, man. I mean, they look pretty good. If I had to rank them, it was hard for me to rank Lindor and Nemo, and I mean, and also Alonzo. It was hard for me to rank them. Hard for me to figure out who the best one was. I don't know, right? But I like hits, runs, and RBIs for Pete Alonso's sitting in this spot behind Soto and Lindor. So if you're doing parlay pieces or something like that, 1.5, I couldn't talk you off of. You can get that on FanDuel. You can get that on DraftKings. You can use it as a parlay piece. If I'm looking at a bomb for one of these three guys, it's going to be Pete Alonso. But I don't mind Lindor. I mean, having a good game. So at the end of the day, there was times where Vientos popped out, looked okay. So it is what it is, right? Tyler McGill has been pitching good, but there's some surprises over here that I liked, right? I liked Victor Scott hitting in that 11 hole. I could think he could at least go out there and get a hit. Um, Contreras is probably the only batter on his team who has a bomb off Tyler McGill. Donovan, he's got a hit in 17 of his last 20. Mason Wynn. Mason Wynn looked good, man. Mason Wynn looked like he's ready to go for a bomb today, right? Mason Wynn, I'm gonna have to go show you guys what I'm gonna have to go back and show you guys, right? So let you guys decide for your own versus this pitch mix, right? So um let's see. Oh, it stays up there, huh? Tell me this is. Let's see. Um, Eric Fetty, Tyler McGill, fastball, sinker, slider. Right. Okay. So here's Victor Scott. Victor Scott looked okay, hitting a 9-0. Right. All right. So hitting that 9 hole, Victor Scott looks pretty good. I mean, he's 12 for 34, batting 353. Um, uh, yeah. I mean, what you want me to say? 21% K rate. I mean, he's hitting the 9 hole. The thing about this St. Louis team is they don't strike out so they can be pesky, right? I flip a daytime switch on it, then all types of shit start happening, right? Let's see. Victor Scott, he still got the two home runs he has come in the daytime, right? 5 for 19, averages goes down a little bit for him. But he's a 9 hole hitter, right? So but looking at the righties here, uh, what was he throwing to righties? He was throwing wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Did I have this messed up or not? Okay. This was what he was throwing to righties. Tripping. This is what he was throwing to righties. Um, he was throwing fastball, sinker, slider. Fastball, sinker, slider. Okay. Mason Wynn. He's 16 for 44, right? Um, looks pretty good, man. Looks pretty good, right? Get up there and disrupt things, right? Wilson Contreras does have 3 bombs, and he also has a bomb versus this pitcher. Nolan Arenado is not striking out. Jordan Walker probably not in the lineup. I have to go back and recheck. But yeah, putting a daytime filter on it, and Let me see who's in this lineup. Is Pages in this lineup? That's what I was waiting for. Their lineup. Yeah, he's in that lineup. Then you got Scott in the lineup. Walker will strike out. Burleson, Contreras, Arenado, Donovan, Wynn. What's the over under? 8.5 with a 4.5, 3.5 team total for St. Louis. There's possible that St. Louis can put up some runs here, and this game could probably get over. I mean, but McGill has been pitching really, really good. If you think he can keep that shit up versus a team like this that's not striking out, then it is what it is, right? Because let's see, they're gonna have Pages or Pajes, however you say his name. He's gonna be in the lineup, right? He's 5 for 14 in the daytime. He hits better in the daytime versus his pitch mix, right? He's batting 350 in the daytime. Only one home run, but 6% K percentage. Oronado, 2% K percentage. Contreras, 16% K percentage. Mason Wynn, right there borderline with a big walk rate at 20%. Um, and like I said, not striking out can be very, 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 very key, right? Now, I have to reiterate the lefties. Since the lineup is out, I have to go back in and put these and see who's in the lineup again. He threw that fastball 50% of the time to lefties. Fastball, slider, changeup. Sonny boy, go turn that heat off. Fastball, slider, changeup. So Donovan, he's throwing that fastball 50% of the time. Donovan really likes that fastball. He's 11 for 31. He's got he's got 17 hits in his last 17 hits in his last 20 games. Victor Scott in that 9 hole, he's 7 for 17 with a bomb, right? Uh, and then, like I said, the strikeouts, they're not striking out much. Gorman is, but they're not. He's throwing a fastball 50% of the time to lefties. They're not striking out much. That can cause problems. That can definitely cause problems. So it is what it is. I'll put the rest of those pitches in there. And it just kind of like on paper, it kind of like makes this lineup a little bit more dangerous to help you get to an over or maybe a possible run line cover or something. Slide up and a change it. Slider and a change it. Now that change up, now that could definitely muck up some things, but we'll put it in. Change it, and change up and slider. So when you got the change up and the slider in there, now these guys' averages goes up. Like I said, I mean some of them, right? Burleson's come down a little bit. Power and stuff goes down a little bit. ISO. Victor Scott's got 2 bombs. He's still batting almost 300. Brendan Donovan, 371. He's batting 371. And Newt Bar is batting 300, right? So Newt Bar is leading off. Mason Wynn looks good. Donovan can't miss a bat, at least for a hit. Arenado, 5% K rate. Contreras has a bomb off him. He looks okay. Burleson and Walker could be question marks. Walker could strike out. Pedro and Victor batting over 300. So they whole damn lineup betting probably over 300 versus this pitch mix or right around 300, right? I could have wasted a lot of breath there. I could have wasted a lot of breath there. But if you think these guys can muster up, now, like I said, McGill has been good, right? So, hey, it's a tale. It's a tale of it's a tale of two tales here, right? It's a tale of two tales here. So I don't know exactly how I even wanted to attack this game. To tell you the truth, it's too many things to look at. But I did comb through that, right? I did kind of like comb through that. Um, McGill. Now, McGill, like I was saying, he's been. I don't know if he can keep this shit up. I didn't know him for this, right? But it is what it is. He's been playing good, and I can't take nothing from him. For a 30% K rate, 29% K rate, that's high as hell. Didn't even know he had that in him. 42% ground ball rate. One home run on the season that was versus Washington, probably with somebody like Lowe or Wood, but hits, earned runs. Looks good, man. Definitely looks good. Um, what about? Let me see. Hmm. Hmm. That boy look good. I can't talk you off nothing, man. Uh, we'll see what's gonna happen though. Cleveland and Toronto. I need to see this Cleveland lineup. I'm just waiting on this Cleveland lineup. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Gavin Williams, right? So looking at some of Gavin Williams' numbers, this is numbers and expected numbers don't look good, right? Don't look good, which is put especially towards righties, was putting some of these righties in play. The righties just didn't look sexy to me on paper, but his expected pitching numbers was throwing everything off for me. Bo Naylor. Bo Naylor looked like somebody I wanted to take him for a bomb today, especially versus that fastball, which Kevin Gossman. It was a fastball, it was a sinker, one or the other. But Bo Naylor looked really good versus it. He had 4 home runs versus it. There's a it's possible, right? Bo Naylor could go yard today. 7.5 over under in this spot. Toronto, they just don't hit righties that good. I don't know what to say about this game. I haven't been having the greatest luck targeting Cleveland or Toronto. Pittsburgh and San Diego. I didn't look at the San Diego bats. I don't know how I didn't look at the San Diego bats, but I was a little bit too stuck on Randy Vasquez. Vasquez historically has not been good versus lefties, right? So, but O'Neill Cruz did not look good versus his pitch mix. So we're gonna have to start looking at O'Neill Cruz in a multitude of different ways. I took his hits, runs, and RBIs yesterday. He cashed for 2 runs, and he 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 did not hit the bomb. I took him for a bomb. Um, O'Neill Cruz, he might be the, or if not amongst the league leaders of stealing bases, right? So that's something that we need to take a look at. I mean, we need to take heed to, right? Hitting stats, because you get good money for things like that. You know what I'm saying? Team stats, hitting game log, what teams, stolen bases. I can filter stolen bases right here. O'Neill Cruz leading the league in stolen bases. Um, Luis Robert, surprisingly, he's got 13 stolen bases. Ellie De La Cruz got 13. Pete Crow Armstrong with 12. Victor Scott is up there. Jaron Duran, Bobby Witt, right? Um, O'Neill Cruz stole 2 bases yesterday. So you get stolen bases, for a decent number. You know what I'm saying? So that's something you definitely want to look out for. Um, you definitely want to look out for that market, right? Let me see. Stolen bases. Um, you get somebody like Robert, he was second in stolen bases, 1 stolen base plus 320. Um, Victor uh, uh, Victor Scott was up there, one stolen base plus 425, right? Plus 425 for 1 stolen base. Um, who else do we have up there? Cruz, O'Neill Cruz, um, plus 320 for 1 stolen base. Again, the stolen base guys, right? They were just right there. I just had them up. Um, O'Neill Cruz leading the league. Well, yeah, I want to say, and Robert, Cruz, Pete Armstrong, Jaron Duran, Victor Scott, right? So being aggressive on the bases and stuff like that, I'm telling you, right now, you could probably you can do a stolen base round robin right now. If you think these guys are going to get on base, if you think these guys are going to get on base, especially teams like Pittsburgh who lack in scoring, Chicago White Sox lacking scoring, right? Pete Armstrong just going, right? Duran, he will go. Victor Scott lacking in scoring, right? St. Louis, Victor Scott, Robert. I don't even know if Robert gonna get on base today in this pitching matchup, but all that shit you got to put it together, bro. You got to put it together, right? And you can probably make some good. You can't, ain't no probably. You can make some good change off that shit, man. Straight up, man. Round robin them suckers. With some home runs and stuff like that. It also contributes to fancy score and stuff like that with your pick'em sites. You got O'Neal Cruz. Like I said, he cashed his hits, runs, and RBIs yesterday with 2 runs. He stole 2 bases yesterday. Help me cash my stuff, man. Help me cash my play. But at the end of the day, the versatility, man. Even walks. All walks are plus money, man. All walks are plus money, right? For the most part. 99.9% of the walks props are plus money. Ozuna is walking. Chapman is walking. Olsen is walking. Schwarber. It's a lot of folks that's walking, right? Especially off monster days, right? So you're going to get plus money for walks. Going back to where I looked at, Colorado and San Francisco. Um, I was trying to find something in San Francisco. Colorado. I don't know if I could have found anything. I was looking hard, right? But Goodman was probably somebody you could look at. Um, but yes, I want to say yes and Ramos, right? These two guys was yes and Ramos, right? Ramos with a high K rate, but I'm not too much worried about the strikeout rates for the pitchers on Colorado side. So if Ramos get a hold to one, you can probably kiss it goodbye, or extra base hits or something like that, because this ballpark is pretty big. Yes, same thing, right? Uh, who did I put to the side? Ramos, yes. Cruz, Valdez, Reynolds, right? And I only put Cruz, Valdez, and Reynolds over there. Cruz didn't look the best versus the pitch mix, but lefties get a semi bump, right? Versus Vasquez, right? Um, I remember last year it was a specific split that I charged it was a split combo that I targeted Vasquez. Now Vasquez can go out there and still fuck up your plans. I'm just telling you this shit right now because he's done it to me plenty times, right? But when I'm looking at the splits here, he's got 293 batting average versus lefties this season with 1 home run, right? Um, if I go to his career numbers, he's got a 316 batting average for lefties, 11 home runs, eight, um, eight, 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 8 home runs to righties, 11 home runs to lefties. Um, but he has like a little bit extra. It was like maybe him on the road. He probably would have had to be on the road too. So it was just a lot. But I want to see who they all going to roll out, right? That's why I need to see the lineups, right? To see who's going to be in the lineup, right? Because yeah, I need to see who's going to be in the lineup. O'Neal Cruz, Reynolds, he can get up there and switch. Valdez, Frazier. Frazier can hit Valdez, Reynolds, and Cruz, right? I'll be looking at those lefties some shape, form, or fashion. And that brings us now. I did not look at um Falter and in San Diego. So what I'll do here is I'll look at Boston. I want to look at, man. I'm gonna have to look at mm, mm, mm. How much time we got? Let's see. Well, I'm gonna have to look at this Boston games, man. Mm. First though, 1, 2. This game's getting ready to come on now. So let me see what these numbers look like real quick. I took Volpe and Ben Rice HRRs, right? I really wanted to sprinkle a little bit on uh um Volpe's home run. Bet 365, you'll get Volpe's home run for 575. So I took um hits, runs, and RBIs for Volpe and Rice. Um, I couldn't talk you off a hit for Pena and Altuve, but I took the pitching outs for Hunter Brown at I got that at plus 145 at 18 and a half. I only a straight. Now, I mean, this Alonzo, I'm probably gonna take Alonzo's or do a parlay probably and take you know what I'm probably gonna do here? I'm probably gonna take a plus money parlay, which is gonna give me this might not even get to plus money. And I'm gonna tell you because I'm gonna play it right now. I'm playing Lindor, Soto, and Alonzo. Minus 125. Each one of these three, all three, each one to get one hit, runs, and RBI. Um, at plus at minus 125, and I'm gonna take Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso, his runs and RBIs is at minus 135. I might take his 1.5 and take one for Lindor, and that'll put me at plus 105. Or I might take Alonso's 2.5 at plus 140. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take Alonso at 2.5 at plus 140. One swing of the bat, a home run can get you that, or a decent little outlook. Or I might just pause on that. Just know I like Lindor. I just played Lindor, Soto, and Alonso for one hit, run, and RBI. Um, if I was betting a side on here in this game, I don't know, man. Straight up, I probably would take. I would probably would take the Cardinals at the plus money and live with the results. But man, I think the dogs are barking here, boy. I really think the dogs are barking here. I really think the dogs are barking here, man. So I like Mason Wynn. I like Donovan, Scott, and Pages, whatever. And Arenado's not striking out. I couldn't talk you off anything here. I couldn't talk you off anything here, bro. It's something about this game. Something about this game. Um. Okay. So. Oh. So there's no. Okay. So there's no. Hmm. He's not in the lineup over here for Cleveland. So. Um. Naylor. There's no Naylor. Now Nolan Jones. Nolan Jones' daytime numbers look good, right? He didn't have a home run, but his daytime numbers look a-okay, bro. His daytime numbers look good, definitely good. I have no luck with these guys. I have no luck. Let's take a look at these San Diego Padres, right? Uh, San Diego Padres bats, and I'm going back to the well with you know what though? I'm going back to the well with not only his hits, runs, and RBIs, but I'm going back to the well with a Cruz bomb, straight up. You know that day late type of stuff. His hits, runs, and RBIs are sitting at minus 210. What? Who else did I say I like for a bomb? How about I just go Volpe? Hmm. A little home run parlay wouldn't hurt, right? O'Neal, Alonzo, Volpe, Judge, or Goldsmith. Uh, Ramos, or skip that New York Yankees game. I can't. I can't. I can't, man. I can't skip it. And only for a few bucks, let's try it. Only for a few bucks, let's try it, man. How about let's go vote. Let's go Volpe, Alonzo, Ramos. Damn, you get Ramos for plus 650. I might have to bet Ramos straight, man. Go back to a cruise missile. That's four legs right there. I'm gonna round robin that. I'm gonna round robin this one by threes. Why isn't it giving me the option to do this? It's not even giving me the option to bet it. All right, reuse selections. It's not letting me round robin it. It's not letting me round robin it. So I had to round robin it somewhere else. um, I'm going to look at. I'm gonna look at these. I want to look at these. I want to look at these San Diego bats, and that's a wrap. And the rest of the bats, I'll just look at it on my side, on my own. So I don't want to waste too much time here. Daily falter. Fastball, sinker, curveball, slider. Machado, little power numbers is that he will strike out. Tatis then cooled off a little bit. Who's over here? Gavin Sheets. Fastball, curveball, slider, sinker. Smaller sample size, not a lot of stuff glaring off the page, but Array is self-explanatory. We know he gonna hit, and small sample sizes for the rest of these guys. So I'm gonna just stop right there, and I'll just look at the rest of this on my own here, outside. That's so I can start doing some other things. So the games I know I'm getting ready to look at. For sure, this Boston game, Arizona game, Texas, and the Cubs. I know I'm looking at those games right there for sure. So I'll post something, put it in the Dub Club, all types of shit, right? All right, guys. Peace out. Peace out. Good luck, fam. Good luck today. Good luck. Oh, I didn't ask. I didn't ask. Jackson. I'll ask Jackson what his top plays were. His top home run plays. They like Aaron Judge. They like Kyle Schwarber. They like Bobby Witt. They like Julio Rodriguez. They like Cedric Mullins. Cedric Mullins, Julio, Bobby, Schwarber, Judge. Do your research. Even if you don't plan for nothing home runs, you can still they still probably in good spots. That's why they pointing them out. Okay, that makes an hour on the head, man. I'm about to get up out of here, bro. Skis. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Right. Peace out, fam. Peace.